Hi, Brandon. My name is Christian. And as I mentioned earlier, I help companies get a bunch of new business in the door. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how I do that. And I'm going to show you three things that you can do to your website and your online presence to really drive a ton more traffic to your website. And I'm going to show you some of the potential that's out there. What Google sees on your website, how many people are searching for your services in the greater Houston area, and what some of the competition are doing, and how you can outdo them to drive that traffic to your site. So you guys have a great looking website. Obviously, Google comes onto it and reads through it and figures out what the content of your website is, so that they know when somebody Googles a landscaping service in Houston, for example, they know which websites to put up to the top of the search results. And clearly, whoever's in the first page of the results and towards the top of that list, that company and website is going to receive the bulk of the business coming through for that particular service. So the content of your website really is king. In your guys' case, you have 198 words on your homepage, and the recommendation right now is to have 1,500 to 2,000 words on your homepage. So that'd be the first thing that you could do to really change things up, is to add a lot more content and get your word count up to 1,800 words or so on your homepage, and then also build out all your back and service pages. Now, what you're going to put in that content is also extremely important, and I'm going to show you why. The main software that we use for our SEO research is this Ahrefs, and I've got your website entered into the system. And you can see here that you're being recognized by Google for 9 keywords. And a keyword is just another way of saying a Google search term, whether it's one word or a string of words together. A Google search term is a keyword. Okay, so Google sees 9 keywords on your website, and as a result of those 9 keywords, it's sending you 0 people on average per month. So, we need to work on that. If we take a look at what those keywords are, they're these ones here. And just to explain how this works, obviously these are the keywords, right? This is what people are plugging into Google and searching for. The volume column shows you how many monthly searches there are on average for that keyword. The traffic column is how many people Google sends your website when they Google this term. And then position is where you are in the Google search results. So for example, Green Earth Services, there's 40 people searching for that per month. You're getting none of them, and you're down in position 31 in the Google search results. Now there's another thing that you want to really focus on with the content, and that's called buyer intent keywords. And I highlighted the one that you guys have here. It's where you have a product or service, in this case, Natural Earth Products, and it's also a location, right? Like Houston or one of the greater Houston areas. So when you have a product or service coupled with a city or location, that is called a buyer intent keyword, because it's somebody in Houston who's looking for natural earth products. And the people that are Googling these buyer intent keywords are the ones that are going to turn into paying customers through your website. So I'll give you an example of some keywords you're going to want to focus on. And I know you guys, if we go back to services, you do landscape design and installation, plus all of these other things, the hardscape, the lighting, and the sod. So in the interest of keeping this video short, I didn't want to deal with all of those things, but I'm just going to give you an example for landscaping. So here we have Moss Landscaping, and plugging them into the system, they've got 633 keywords they're being seen for, and as a result, they're getting over 600 people from Google to their website every single month. But the reason I wanted to show you this was, one, for the potential, right, for the 600 plus, and two, to show you the buyer intent keywords that they've targeted and that you want to target in your content as well. So we've got landscaping Houston, landscaping companies in Houston, et cetera, et cetera. And just there's over 2,000 searches for that. And I've done the research. There's approximately 12,000 searches for different landscaping services, including, hardscape and pavers and stuff in the greater Houston area. So you can target, the different cities like Katy, Conroe, the Woodlands down south as well, and to Pearland and stuff. If you target those buyer intent keywords, you can have hundreds of people coming to your website every single month. The other quick trick, I should say, or tip on that is if you go down to your pictures and images on your website, if you right-click and press Save Image As, that's the name of that image on your website. That means nothing to Google. So you can rename every single image on your website to those buyer intent keywords, and that's also going to help you rank up with Google. So the second thing, that covers content. The second thing I want to show you is something called citations. So if you take a Google search for Houston landscaping, just as an example, when you get to the section with the little map, this is called the Google Map Pack. And the 3 companies that show up here are the ones that are going to get most of the people click through to their website. So you really want to rank up in the Google Map Pack as well as down below in the Google search results. And the way to do this primarily is through citations. Citation is just basically your business name, address, and phone number listed in online directories like Yellow Pages or Yelp. The tool we use for that is this whitespark.ca to see how many citations different websites have. And I actually couldn't find you guys anywhere, or this software couldn't find you guys anywhere. But to give you an idea, Landscape Art Incorporated, they have 43. I can tell you that Moss is sitting at 58, and that's kind of at the upper end. So the second major recommendation would be to go out and grab 100 to 150 citations. That way you knock the competition out of the water. All right, now the third thing I want to show you is something called backlinks. A backlink is simply where you have a quality third-party website that links back or points to your website. And Google views this kind of like a popularity contest. The more quality links you have coming to your website, the more it views your website as the authority and as being trustworthy, and therefore it's going to push you up higher in the search results. So you guys have 0 backlinks from 0 different websites. And just using Moss again as an example, they've got 513 backlinks coming in from 167 different websites. So that'd be the third major thing that could be done. You just want to be very careful that you don't get the cheap spammy backlink packages that you can find online, because those will actually affect you negatively with Google. But we can absolutely go in here and handpick all of these backlinks that Moss has and get a bunch of really good, powerful quality backlinks for your website. So those are the 3 things that would make a giant difference to your online presence. Get your content up, make sure you're targeting those buyer intent keywords inside of that content, and get those citations and backlink numbers way up. And there is no reason why you shouldn't have 500 plus people coming to your website every single month. Now, we find a lot of business owners, they really appreciate these videos. It gives them something that they can go out and tackle themselves. A lot of them are just too busy to do it. They don't have the know-how. So if that rings true in your case, feel free to reach out to us. Our website is digitaltechmarketing.com. The phone number to call is 832-284-6688. And again, my name is Christian. Obviously, that's just kind of the tip of the iceberg. There's a lot more tips and tricks and things that we can do to really make this pop for you guys. So please feel free to reach out to us. And thank you for watching.